would like to start off by thanking everyone for listening today and being here with us during this town hall address live stream. The people who are in the audience today and those that couldn't make it are the backbone of Relex and have allowed the company to expand into our next phase, targeting audiences outside of the cryptocurrency zone. Okay, 2019 is a year of expansion, and we are confident that we have a lot of different initiatives upcoming that will bear fruit. Our steps in Myanmar, for instance, have been groundbreaking, quite literally. We do not condone any of the human rights violations that are occurring anywhere in the world. We wanted our first project in Myanmar to be one that helped people. That's why we're working with the Community Agency for Rural Development. This is a nonprofit road building project that establishes Relex with the people and the government as a positive force for good, and allows us to connect a country that has recently only come out of military rule just a mere few years ago and is ripe for massive development. The opportunities in this country are staggering, and some of those that we previewed in 2018 will certainly be on the docket for 2019. Okay. In addition to progress in Myanmar, we have made powerful and deep connections in Belarus. Belarus is a country, okay, that has shown their excitement and their passion to work with companies that are doing exciting things with cryptocurrency. And we found a very warm welcome in Belarus, okay. We have advisory additions to the Relex team, like Oksana Lazitskaya, who has 20 years of experience in real estate across Eurasia, and is now helping fintech and digital economy application at the national level. I consistently hear the word transformacji when I am in Belarus, and it is Belarusian for transformation in terms of digital transformation. Okay. We at Relex foresee an incredibly bright working relationship with Belarus. In fact, more and more focus will be pivoting to this region in 2019. That said, we are not leaving the United States in terms of our focus, in terms of our activity. Although some rumors have surfaced, they are accurate and misinformed. We are still interested in pursuing FINRA approval, and we are taking the steps needed to achieve this. Okay. Having said that, it is a difficult task, as I'm sure that some of you may be able to surmise by viewing what's happening with Van Eck and some of the other regulatory developments in cryptocurrency within the United States. The amount of red tape in getting approval, and then on top of it, the restrictions on crowdfunding after approval have been hurdles both before and after the approval process. Okay. We like to see ourselves as a company who wants the best for not only our team, but our user base. So we're looking for the best possible solutions to bring our offerings to your table. All right. In the third quarter of 2018, there were only about 3 companies that were approved by FINRA, bringing the total to 40 or so. Okay. Since Reg CF approval in 2016, there has only been about an aggregate total of about $135 million that has been raised cumulatively by all the 44 companies in the third quarter of 2018. Okay, that gave us pause. That made us wonder, why is such a revolutionary technology and revolutionary legislation leading to so few amounts in dollars actually being funded? Okay, I want to have you guys aware of what happens. I told you as far as what happens before, as far as the red tape before FINRA. Now I'm going to talk to you about the red tape after FINRA. Okay, imagine tomorrow that we get FINRA approval. That's fantastic, right? Yes and no. Okay, let me be explicit. While FINRA is a goal that any reasonably compliant, well-functioning company would ideally want to achieve, it has incredibly stringent crowdfunding rules. So strict, in fact, that it has undermined the very utilization of Reg CF for some larger projects. Let me give you an example. Okay, for instance, each company is only able to raise about $1 million per project. Okay, number one. The investors that make under 107,000 or so a year can invest at maximum per year $2,200. I ask you, you're waiting for crowdfunding and FINRA to happen, and then after we get the FINRA approval, we're only allowed to have some of you invest only $2,200 at a time. That to us is a bit small. So we have been actively looking all over the world for solutions that allow us to bring crowdfunding to you as we set out to do. All right. Now, we still look at FINRA as the gold standard of compliance. Okay. We do want to continue to take the steps to meet the standard and receive the FINRA approval for any means by having the strictest form of regulation, and for us to be able to export that high standard of quality to the other markets in which that we operate in. So we think having FINRA approval is an excellent bar. It's an excellent standard for us to make sure that crowdfunding happening in other countries is done to the highest quality possible standard. All right. So this is why that we are continuing to pursue FINRA approval. Okay. With these limitations in mind, however, like I said, we have been looking all over the world for adequate jurisdictions for us to make this happen. So we are seeking additional avenues to make crowdfunding happen. Okay. These opportunities, we aim for them to have even bigger and more useful and more flexible and more having utility than you all were expecting by mere FINRA approval. Okay. As far as Relex Life is concerned, ourselves and Aura Inhale are close to our first product launch. We're very excited about that. It's called the Stop Smoking Orb. The Stop Smoking Orb group has been busy putting together their plans for when the product is going to be ready, of which that it's going to be very soon. And they've been talking nearly every day. There's been a separate working group Telegram group in which that funders, backers, the people that are getting ready to move into a distribution role are working actively with Aura and us on a daily basis about. Okay. So we are providing support in terms of how they can get going, We're providing advice as far as strategies to succeed, and so on and so forth. So we're already having that happen. All right. So the R&D phase is about to reach its close. And when it does, I do invite all of you to take another look at the other orbs that have been shared, produced, and consider being the person that kickstarts the next cryptocurrency developed product. So we're very, very happy and very excited to have the Stop Smoking inhalable, that came directly from the cryptocurrency community. So that for everyone in the cryptocurrency community is an achievement to behold. Okay. We are obviously proud of the accomplishments that we've made in 2018. Okay, we launched a fully functional investment platform. We sealed agreements with major real estate developers across the globe. We built a team with a diverse set of skills that have each contributed to growing our platform. We were not spotless, as with things are with fast-growing companies, but our mistakes have not stopped us. We've learned from them, and we have figured out how to move forward bigger and better than before. Okay, 2018 was a year, in some ways, very enjoyable. 2018, in other ways, was a year where our wits and our intellects were stretched to their limits. Okay, where most teams would have cracked under some pressure, and I would have to say that we did go through a heavy amount of pressure during 2018. I am proud to look back and to honestly say that our team remained committed and resilient in the face of challenges. I am proud of the people that I work with, and I believe that they're each necessary for what's to come and what we have right in front of us for 2019. 2019 is where Relex moves out of the incubator stage and begins to fire on all cylinders. Okay, we have a clear path going forward. We have immediate resolutions to fix lingering issues, and we are ready to continue forging a path forward that will introduce blockchain to an industry that has stagnated arguably for centuries. Nothing is going to stand in the way of that goal. Okay, so I am happy that those of you were able to hear as far as what we've been doing, and I would say in general that we have, in closing, we've grown a lot this year, and we've made improvements in nearly every department. We've also instituted new company policies that restrict buying and selling for team members on a pre-approved basis. We've made new policies regarding team member engagement on social media as well. We've also retooled our social media communications policy, but we will be rolling out some new features that we think will be favorable for the community in the coming days and coming weeks. Okay, so we fixed the mistakes that were made without throwing the proverbial entire meal, into the fire. Okay, of course there is a lot more to do, but we are by no means stopping now. We're looking at 2019 as our year. What we ask of the community is the understanding that we are working hard every day. That as a business, we cannot be completely 100% transparent about every single detail, but we will strive to continue to move forward on the culture of transparency that we had before. Having said that, there is a balance to strike, but we will, continue this as our one of the mottos that makes our company what it is. Last thing I'd like to say, I think everybody on the team, when we look back at 2018 and we look into 2019, we want Relex to succeed in all aspects, perhaps even more than you do. But I do believe that together we can achieve great things. Thank you for listening and supporting us as we continue to grow and mature, as we undoubtedly continue to evolve into the full vision of what's to come. Thank you.